Given the Konopka fine, you'll have an opportunity to play this weekend. It will be quite some time since your last game. How are you feeling physically and emotionally?
Yeah, I feel good. Came back 5 weeks ago or so, and after the first week to get a good week of training under me, I've felt ready and feel good to play.
How do you keep yourself sharp in these scenarios, just knowing that you've been a bystander for the past 2 months?
I've said it all the way along. You do the same things as you're a starter when you're the second goalkeeper. It's probably the reason why Chris was able to step in and play well, and the same reason here is we keep ourselves sharp in training, and then it's just autopilot when you come into a game.
In the last 2 games, in total, 8 goals have been conceded. What do you see from your vantage point that needs to be corrected?
We've had individual errors, and we've also, we were opened up by a team in LA on a huge field, and then the game in New York was a bit crazy and very tight. It's like a small-sided game, and those goals are going to happen like that. There's a lot of decisions to make. But we just need to, we're back home, we're in our field, and tighten things up a little bit, and go from there.
Were you at all surprised that you didn't come straight back into the lineup after the injury?
No, anytime the team is winning, it's going to be difficult for anybody to come in, especially after missing, 4 or 5 weeks. It would have been different if maybe a week or a week and a half, but, it was a extended injury, and it's going to take some time to get back going in training, and then, from there, anything could happen.
I got the spoon out. I'm going to stir it up a little bit here. Do you think you should have lost because of injury your starting spot?
What did you say?
Do you think you should have lost your starting spot because of injury?
That's a coach's decision, isn't it? Each coach deals with it differently. I think had maybe we hadn't had good results, then it would have been a whole different situation. But we were winning, so there was really no need to.
So by the same token, if tomorrow you play, or rather Saturday, you play really well, would you then hope to hold on to that spot?
Of course.
What do you think of Konopka's suspension? Do you think it was harsh, fair? Harsh?
Yeah, I thought it was a bit harsh. I think the whole committee, the way they can just look back at anything and suspend players is harsh. We were just talking about it in the locker room, actually. I think it's it's a rough challenge. I wouldn't have been surprised for the referee to give another penalty, given that he gave 4, and he could just throw him out as he pleases. But I think the suspension is very harsh.
Given the season that Sebastian has had, do you think he should have been named to the All-Star team already?
Of course, everybody thinks that. I think it's ridiculous. It's completely disrespectful for all the players in the league to see a player who's played every single game, and second top goal scorer, and 2 players who haven't played an MLS game before. So it's not to say that they're not great players, but they're not quite in the league yet.
So players notice omissions like that?
Of course. Look on Twitter, they're all over the place. As soon as it happened, there's 10, 15 players talking about it. But it is what it is.